A very good morning to everybody and a great week ahead. And it's a Republic Day today. So, a very special Republic Day for all of you watching, all Indians across the world, and for all of you watching here. A very special day for you guys. And it's a Monday morning series that I'm releasing. And I just thought, why not a very special topic? A topic which is a little, what you say, a lot spoken, but a little understood. So today's topic is the day I stopped waiting to feel motivated. Because I wanted this topic to be today because tomorrow is my in Bangalore, the book launch happening. My book is already launched. Oh, first of all, I have to take a minute to thank all of you who have gone ahead and picked up the books from Amazon and Flipkart and Notion Press much before the book launch, right? So thank you so very much. We've officially sold around 75 books before book launch, right? And that's so overwhelming for me. Like when I wrote that book, my objective was that even if one picks up that book and gets inspired and motivated, I am, my work to publish that book was done. So this was overwhelming, and a lot of you shared pictures, and there's so much more coming. Tomorrow we have some very special guests, my close circles, people who've been with me, trusted me, supported me, and people who've known me for 3 decades, right? A good blend of everybody plus family and friends. So I'm really excited, but let's quickly get this episode done today. Being a holiday, you could definitely listen to it and put your comments on the on the YouTube channel itself, like on the post. Okay, so as I said, the day I stopped waiting to feel motivated. Now what I've realized is most people don't fail because they're lazy. I was never lazy, right? Like for 50 years, and if you read my book, you'll see actually, and this episode is not about my book, but the fact is that I was never lazy. And hence, many people are not lazy. They fail because they're waiting. And that is the key here. Waiting to feel motivated, waiting to feel confident, waiting for the right day, waiting for the work to get done, waiting for some other priority get over. I waited too. And guess what? I waited for 50 years. 50 years. Not 1 year, 2 year. No, I waited for 50 years. And for years, right? And then one day, I just stopped. Like literally that one day, 6th December 2020, it busted the motivation myth for me at least. Like for 50 years, I've been telling I'm not getting motivated. I need to get this done. I need to get that done. And then one fine day, it just busted the motivation myth for me, right? And so here's the truth. And frankly, this truth no one likes to hear. Motivation is not the starting point, that's a byproduct. That's the fact. Motivation is not the starting point, it's a byproduct. We've been sold this lie by so many great speakers, and in fact if you go to my old Facebook pre 50th, right, 2020. Oh, I've been trying to motivate so many of you. I've tried to motivate myself. So I'm not saying this that only others do it, but we've been sold that lie. I was sold, I bought it, I sold to many others. This has been going on forever. Once I feel motivated, I'll start. But the real life works the other way. You start without motivation, and the motivation shows up later, much, much later. Like I'm on the 6th year of my journey. And today I know that me waking up at 4 o'clock or waking up at 3 o'clock, being on my tracks at 4 o'clock, having a morning regime of 5 hours of everything, not just my fitness, right? Also about my meditation, my journaling, and, sun soaking, everything, that whole morning regime. I motivate myself. I found my motivation, but I didn't start with it. So you got to start, and you're going to get motivation as you get going. And that was the biggest important key for me. And I know for all of you listening, you could just take it like, okay, fine, she wants to talk about her book, or Please let me be very clear today. Now that when we're talking very candid, that book was never to be sold. In fact, I was planning to gift that book to everyone. It was never about money or publicity or name, fame, nothing. It was about what all I found in this path that I took to even influence a few handful, and that is my job done, right? But then, as you know, in the moment, it was a trickle effect, right? The first is to make it reach to maximum people seamlessly. With problems with logistics, I had to put it online. The moment we put it online, there is an online charges. Then when to publish, we need to get a publishing partner. Now the publishing part, so it just a trickle effect. So then that's when I decided, okay, let's part with a portion of my royalty to a mental health NGO, right? But anyway, the reason why I'm saying this to you, which I am doing, there's this NGO doing brilliant job in Kochi, Mind Empowered, and they support women and children mental health, and a big portion of my royalty fee goes to them for a year, right? Now, why am I explaining this to you? Is because this episode, this talking is not to try and make you, convince you, or sell my book to you. This is about telling you what was my turning point. No big decision, no fireworks. It was an ordinary day. Ordinary day when I couldn't get out of my bed, when my whole body ached, and when I walked up to the mirror during a pandemic lockdown, and I just looked at myself when I was tired of negotiating, when I didn't feel motivated, when I didn't feel ready, I just felt done waiting. That is all it was. I was done waiting for the motivation for anything. So I moved. That's what the moment is. I started walking, not with energy, not with, oh, you know what, wear your shoes, go run. No, I was not in the state to do anything. It took me 15 minutes to get out of the bed. So there was no energy left in me, no excitement. All that was there was honesty to myself, to that person in the mirror, that I was done waiting. And that's what changed everything. I stopped asking, how do I feel today? Should I do it now? Should I do it in the evening? When do I get started? Let me finish this. All that didn't matter after that. And started asking, what is the smallest honest action I'm going to take? The tiny little action that I'm going to start taking from today. And that's what changed everything. It wasn't about looking out for perfection, impressing somebody, it was non negotiable. Me getting up in the morning, going for a walk was non negotiable. It was absolutely something that I decided, despite no motivation, no energy, no health, nothing going for me, right? So keep that in mind. So, why are you waiting? Because waiting keeps you stuck. And in the last episode, we had spoken about founders, what makes founders stuck. But today, let me tell you this: waiting for motivation keeps you stuck in a place, because waiting for motivation feels safe, because it removes the responsibility, correct? The moment it removes responsibility and it feels safe, you're sitting and waiting for your motivation. So do not think about the fact that you need a specific time. Readiness starts off when you start taking actions. And today, do you think I don't have hard days? Do you think, there are not busy days, there are not travel days, there is not, some crisis days? There's all kinds of days. But there's no day that goes where I don't do what I have to do in my morning routines for my health, for my fitness. Nothing stops me because I'm not thinking about it. I'm not waiting for anything. And that is what I call a discipline shift. And it didn't happen overnight, and it didn't happen by myself. I was out there seeking for the right things, right support, right people to come along. If you really have to ask me, my actual discipline that I am proud of has started 15 days back. But in these last 6 years, 5 plus years, I have been in pursuit of discipline, in pursuit of results, in pursuit of action. I have not been in pursuit of motivation, or feeling happy, or feeling right, or getting that space. I stopped being emotionally driven. Oh, yeah. This is very easy said. I'm telling you this, it's very easy said. If I was here in these videos just giving you that stage talks, I would say, oh, don't be emotional about it. I can tell you this. The Salma Moosa Talks channel is just you and me talking, right? Not a stage. So I'm going to tell you this. I stopped being emotionally driven, easy said, but it's been 5 plus years. The only thing that's happened is earlier I would live emotionally. Every single day would be, in fact, every single decision, every single thought would be driven by emotions. As I started working on it, what happened is the intervals at which I started being driven by emotions started coming down, but still it kept coming back. So, yeah, it's a work in progress, but try to stop being driven by emotion. Some days you will feel joy by not doing that. Some days you'll feel like, really not at it, or, what the hell am I doing? Those kind of things would come to you. But the key is to keep going. So a mirror moment happened to me. A mirror moment can happen to you right now, right here in this video, or soon after this video. Just sit and think for yourself. Are you ready to take action, or are you going to wait for motivation? And if you're waiting, what are you waiting to feel before you begin, right? The energy going high, the confidence, the approval from someone, clarity. In the end, when you start doing that activity, when you stop eating less, when you start walking, running, exercising, swimming, whatever suits you, all this is not going to help you through it. You are going to help you through it. Your first step is what is going to help you through it. So today, I stopped waiting. As I said, I stopped waiting. I stopped asking. I stopped, thinking. I stopped analyzing. And the magical moment is every single morning is magical for me. Every single morning is such brilliant moment for me when I stand on the track at 4 o'clock and I know I've made it, because progress doesn't need permission from emotions. It only needs a decision. So start anyway. And hence, with this moment, I think today being a holiday, if any of you listening, if you feel something touched, something triggered, something you believe from this short video, pass it on to someone. That's the only request for me. You don't need motivation to begin, is what I leave you with. You need courage to take the first honest step. So, with that, I leave you with this beautiful holiday. It's been a long weekend. Whenever you get the chance, do look, listen to the video, subscribe to my channel. As I said, this YouTube channel is a conversation between you and I. Yep. And these flowers are my yellow favorite flowers for you on your Republic Day. And a very special Republic Day to all of us once again. Thank you so very much.